Las olas arrasaron con todo a su paso. La calle en la playa El Majagual parecía un río debido a la fuerza del mar. Los socorristas evacuaron inmediatamente a los turistas y a los habitantes del lugar.
Aquí esto está bien feo, están las olas bien altas.
¿Usted es habitante de acá?
Sí, aquí trabajo.
Alrededor de unas 40 familias las que se han evacuado en este lugar.
Me encuentro en la calle principal de la playa El Majagual. Esta es una muestra de la destrucción que ha causado el fuerte oleaje. Acá los comerciantes prácticamente lo han perdido todo.
Las ventas, lo que es marisco, bebida, y se me llevaron camas, ropa, todo en mesa, he quedado sin nada en la calle.
Las olas en la costa salvadoreña alcanzaron hasta 4 metros de altura y una velocidad de 70 kilómetros por hora. Las autoridades decretaron alerta verde. Solo vea usted, el fuerte oleaje cubría el muelle en el puerto de la Libertad, a tal grado que sufrió severos daños.
Básicamente ha dañado la parte de la losa, el piso, dañó algunas embarcaciones, pero no de manera grave. Y quizás lo más importante es que dañó ambas máquinas de winche, que son las que nos permiten hacer las actividades, ya que estas permiten bajar y subir las embarcaciones.
En el puerto de la Libertad algunos comerciantes intentaban rescatar su mercadería. Para otros fue demasiado tarde.
Tenido bastantes daños materiales, así como mesas quebradas, partidas, una pérdida total por completo.
El alcalde del puerto de la Libertad ha recorrido las zonas y ha identificado las más afectadas, para las que buscará apoyo.
Recorrimos de 4 playas de aquí del municipio y la más perjudicada es el Majagual y la playa La Bocana de San Diego, que sí hay estragos también que han sido ramadas que ya están completamente llenas. Todos los medios que estamos, fuerzas vivas de aquí que tenemos, van a colaborar y ahí vamos a tomar la decisión pertinente.
Protección Civil reporta la desaparición de un pescador cuya lancha volcó en alta mar. Por esa razón las labores de pesca están paralizadas. Esta situación podría normalizarse en las próximas horas. Mauricio Portillo, Telenoticias 21.
Trees were waving like crazy, like it was a hurricane or something like that.
Now in ruins.
A landslide, so there's no way to get there. So first an assessment.
Sent thousands of people fleeing for relative safety away from damaged buildings. The injured.
United States and Pakistan among the countries sending in teams to help, with the number of dead rising.
Recovered. But this is a man buried alive and pulled to safety. Many others haven't been so lucky.
And guides were killed after the quake triggered an avalanche.
Shook them from their tents and triggered avalanches. At this time of year, many climbers are on the mountain.
That Everest is not a plaything for rich people. The mountain is supposed to be dangerous, but base camp is supposed to be the safe bit where trekkers can go. The power of this complete natural catastrophe is just jaw-dropping.
Langtang is reckoned to be one of the most beautiful valleys in the Himalayas, but it is now a scene of almost indescribable horror. Langtang village was one of the most popular trekking destinations in Nepal and home to 435 people. But there is virtually nothing left. The earthquake caused a massive avalanche and a landslide. It's hard to believe, but 55 hotels and guest houses and the villagers' homes are gone under this great tongue of ice and rock. Just one house remains.
We lost everything.
Did you lose members of your family?
Yes. My mom and my brothers and whole villages, and they lost everybody. They lost their families, and no one has nothing.
It's showing a rock slide caused by the quake. Mudslides, boulders, roads being blocked. This happened with the earthquake a few weeks ago, and it caused not only casualties but made it very difficult to get to some of the remote rural locations.
Isolated communities like this are the least able to cope.
We are starving and have nothing. Some of our villages have no water. There are dead bodies just lying around. We can't even burn them.
Those that can hobble to the helicopter. Others are carried. One severely injured old man is rushed in on a wheelbarrow. The death toll is already close to 4,000.
Kathmandu this morning, a city familiar with aftershocks, but a sense that this is something different. People pouring into the streets, wondering if their homes are safe.
I'm in a valley and was en route to the epicenter of the earthquake that occurred on 25th of April, when we felt that big earthquake today.
This was not a repeat of last month's massive earthquake, but it was big enough to stir the deepest fears.
I'm trying to call to my home, but network is busy. It's not reachable. I'm worried for my family.
I think it's a really big hit of earthquake because the gate has also slanted and every pole are moving like that they will fall again.
Nepal's parliament was in session when the earth started to move, a camera capturing the quake's rapid crescendo. After a moment of uncertainty, MPs scrambled for the exits.
People knew to get outside right away. The cars were shaking, the buildings were swaying, and I think one of the most shocking things was how long the earthquake went on for.
Very striking about this one was how long it went on for.
Particularly for our Nepalese staff here, it was very traumatic. A lot of them have families and friends who are living in buildings that may have been damaged in the first earthquake.
Today's quake was felt as far afield as Delhi and Dhaka, but the epicenter was east of Kathmandu, close to Everest. It could be some time before the full extent of the damage is known.
Now, just to point out the difficulty of even reaching there, we had to drive 3 hours on a bumpy road, and from here it is on foot for about 5 hours. So if the new earthquake has caused more devastation, destruction and loss of life, the challenge for Nepal is just going to get extremely hard.